drain out through there, come down through here. Now, as it's draining out, first things first, what kind of tank is this? Glass or acrylic?
Really?
Is it? It's glass. It's a glass tank. We had to drill this hole. So we drilled this, again, with a diamond tip drill bit. Drilling glass is a pain and you never know if it's going to work. So in a perfect world, if you have one input, how many outputs should you have? How many do we have in riparian? 2. I would have really loved to have a second hole in here too, but now you're trying to drill two 2-inch holes right next to each other in a glass tank. We were happy we just got one. So, if I had to change something, it would be nice to have a second overflow, because if anything gets caught in there, you could overflow. But bottom line, it comes down through here. You have a little settler where we can just vacuum this out, and then goes over to this. What is this right here? A filter pad, mechanical filtration. Then beneath the filter pad, what do we have? Filter socks, more mechanical filtration. And you can see the first one kind of fills up, and once that happens, it goes into the second, and then it goes into the third. This one's about due. You can see how kind of full it is. This one's about due to be taken out and washed. Then it flows underneath into this section. So let's see what we have here. Well, number one, what's this? Protein skimmer. How does it work? Bubbles. Yeah. Yeah. Adsorption. Remember? Kind of chemical, because all of this nastiness that's causing those bubbles right there, what that's doing is it's sticking to the air bubbles because it doesn't want to be in the air, and when it gets to a high enough concentration, it rises through the riser and over into this collection cup. We also have a heater, and there's probably 2 heaters in here. And then we have a pump going through here and another pump going all the way over to this guy. Anyone know what this one is? That's a GFO reactor. What kind of filtration? Chemical. What is it pulling out? Phosphates. Excellent. Then it goes through this right here. What do we have in here? That's at the bottom, true, but all this green stuff in there. Well, it's algae. It's chaetomorpha. What's that doing? It's pulling out nitrates and phosphates. It's pulling out nutrients. And periodically, we take some of that and throw it in the trash, nutrient export. Now, why isn't the light on? Daytime. Daytime. When do we want it on? Nighttime. So that means, the algae in there is producing oxygen and taking up carbon dioxide and raising the pH during the day. Then, when that stops doing that at nighttime, this starts doing that. So it makes it to where there's less diurnal shifts, and it stabilizes that. Because in the ocean, it's so big, you don't get those big diurnal shifts. But in a small, let's say 150-gallon tank, medium, it does shift. So by having this on an opposite schedule, that helps to make things a little bit more stable. Then we come through here, we have a bunch of ceramic bioballs. So what kind of filtration? Biological. Remember, those are growing nitrifying bacteria all over them. Go through another set of baffles, and then you come into the pump chamber. Now, a couple of more things in this last chamber. First, the pump chamber doesn't go directly into the aquarium. Instead, it goes through this. What's this? Yes, it is a UV sterilizer. And you can always kind of look on the end to see that kind of little blue glow. Now, the problem with UV, another thing is like UV, obviously, that's what burns you. Should you ever leave it plugged in and take the light out in order to see if it's working? Not if you value your vision. Like literally somebody, they hired somebody who wasn't an aquarist to work on something over at Cabrillo. Jeff will tell this story when we get there. He literally took the bulb out while it was still on just for a second. Got like a massive sunburn in like 2 seconds. His face all burned. So you gotta be careful with UV. So it goes up through there and then goes back in through those modular piping into the aquarium. Now, before that happens, this drips in there. What is this?
Some?
Yeah, a peristaltic dosing pump. Calcium, alkalinity, and magnesium. This would provide the ions necessary for the corals to grow. So remember, a lot of filtration is taking things out. Some of it is putting things back in, too. Then you have your lighting systems. We have our main lighting systems, those 6 Kessel 360s. What kind of lights are those?
UV. LED.
LEDs. Then you have your grow light, which is more of a red light because it's a green algae that only comes on at night. This is another LED, but we have it set at a different color so that the wavelengths are specifically what this Kato needs. Then once we're back into the water, we have that little bar that goes across right in the back. What is that? Yeah, wave maker, exactly. It's what's called a max spec or a wave maker. And that creates randomized flow going in every which direction because corals are simple animals that only have one mouth. One mouth, where do they poop? Out of their mouth. They need stuff to get flown or like water to get pushed into them, and they need water flow to push waste away from them. So again, about a medium-sized system now, but this has every kind of component that we've talked about in our filtration so far. It's got a lot on it, even though it's only a medium size. That being said, when we get up to our bigger systems, in another few weeks we'll start looking at Tropicom and reef. There's nothing any different. It's just bigger and more of it. But here is kind of the first system we have that has everything on it. There's no chiller, like Reef Tank is gonna have a chiller, has to have extra fans. But for the most part, now you're actually at a system that has all of the main components to it. So, any questions about this before I kind of move out of the way and just let everybody kind of like slowly take photos or record all the different sections?
Excuse me, why no chiller for this tank?
Why no chiller? 2 reasons. 1, space, and 2, expense. So in here in this room, there's not many windows. We can close all of those off. So even when they turn the air conditioning off, it doesn't get that bad in here. Now, should we have a chiller on here? Would it be nice to? Yes, but cost and space.
I see.
Yeah.
Is that glass also because of expense reasons?
No, it's because it's what's donated to us. Other than the Shark Tank, we have not purchased a single tank in here, ever. Every single tank you see in here has been a donation. We simply don't have the cash.